Welcome back to the channel. Today we will talk about the Linux adoption among desktop users. Linux has long been a powerhouse in the world of servers, IoT devices, and supercomputers. But on the desktop, it has often struggled to gain widespread traction, until now. In 2024, Linux achieved a significant milestone by surpassing 4% of the global desktop market share, according to recent data from StatCounter. This may seem modest compared to giants like Windows and Mac OS, but it marks a substantial leap forward for the open source community. This growth didn't happen overnight. It took Linux 8 years to move from 1% to 2% market share, but just over 2 years to go from 2% to 3%, and now less than a year to jump from 3% to over 4%. This exponential growth reflects the increasing appeal of Linux as a desktop operating system. Several factors have contributed to this rise. The growing popularity of Linux-friendly gaming platforms like Steam and devices like the Steam Deck have introduced a new audience to the Linux ecosystem. Additionally, many users are turning to Linux as they seek alternatives to Windows and Mac OS, driven by frustrations with proprietary systems and a desire for more control over their computing environment. While Linux still trails behind the dominant players, Windows with over 70% and Mac OS with around 15%, its growth is a clear indicator that more users are recognizing the value of open-source software on the desktop. For many, the appeal of Linux lies in its customizability, enhanced security, and the fact that it's free and open source. As more people become aware of these benefits, and as distributions continue to improve user-friendliness, we could see even greater adoption in the coming years. According to a balanced projection, without factoring in the exceptional growth of the past year, Linux is expected to surpass 5% market share within the next 10 years. This would represent a modestly critical mass, solidifying its presence in the desktop environment.